opening half hour, wasn't it?
Yeah. First, you're not get a better first half.
A lot of people talking about England over here, I can tell you. Mikado, so cynical, and he was a foot off the ground, Rebic, when Mikado cut him down. Came through that very good under-20 World Cup winning side of 2007. Aguero was the winning captain, scored 6 goals in those finals in 7 games. Vesalko tries to link up with Perisic, who started the second half on the right-hand side for Croatia. Started this game on the other side, but I think he looks more effective on the right. I think Higuain's going to come on for Argentina, and they've seen enough in the opening 10 minutes of the second half, 6 minutes of the second half, I should say, to suggest they need to change.
Mesa, not really done anything in the game, has he? And put him up front with Aguero and Messi in the hole. It's the only thing they can do.
Here's Mascherano winning the ball, using it way towards the right-hand side. Eduardo Salvio trying to run Strinic between the penalty box and the far touchline, the Argentine right. Here's Messi, drops his shoulder, tries to take on mate Rakitic, switches again, looking away to his left-hand side, brings in Nicolas Tagliafico into the box. Here's Aguero! Shot of the goalkeeper. At last they've had a shot on target, but it lacked any sort of power.
No, it was good play. Messi links, switches the play. It's a good ball into his feet. And we've seen Aguero, how many times we've seen him over the years in the Premier League, get it out of his feet, half a yard, shot, hits a target. Oh, no!
That's a dreadful error by Caballero, and it's 1-0 Croatia. Rebic with the score. What a dreadful error by Willy Caballero. He simply lifted a ball inside his penalty area, lobbed it under. There was a back pass to him, he lobbed it away straight to Rebic, who volleyed it home. And Argentina's World Cup here is going from poor to very bad indeed. Croatia lead by a goal to 0.
I've got to say, Caballero's got to put his hands up. It's a mistake. He's trying to be clever and lifted over Rebic. But I've got to say, Jonathan, the finish is absolutely top draw. It's a back pass, there's no pressure. Rebic puts him under a little bit of pressure. He's trying to dink it over him. What a finish. Could have brought it down. A lot of players would have. Is its job. Focus on the ball. Volley over the top. What a great finish that was. And I went to a horrific mistake by the keeper, Caballero. But what a top-class finish that is.
He watched it drop Rebic, and he slammed the volley home. And the Argentine coach comes to the near touchline, sweaty, forlorn. And Caballero's head was in his hands. He knew straight away the back pass. He had time to get it away, and as Chris was saying, he just dug his toe down on it to dink it over the Croatian player, who finished it off magnificently for only his second goal for his country. His first since he made his debut against Liechtenstein in August 2013.
He didn't mess about this time. He's just had a back pass and he's kicked it about 80 yards down the field. Higuain's on.
Well, they had to bring him on, although he's run out of goals for his country. Higuain
Took Aguero off.
Wow.
I just don't get it.
Look at Aguero's face, Chris.
Well, I would as well. I don't get it. Listen, play the two of them. Take Messi off. Play Messi in the hole. You've got wing backs.
You need goals, and you've taken off a man who scored in his last 4 games for you. Astonishing. And really, since the heady days of the World Cup 2010, when he scored 4 in 4,
he's in again.
Higuain hasn't really done it. Here comes Croatia's Perisic again into the box. Ran out of legs as he looked up. He had a man at the far post. Brilliantly done towards that far post. Mandzukic was there, and he's plopped the header over via deflection. He's claimed the corner. I think he's got it.
There's Perisic. I just wonder if Perisic sometimes lacks a bit of confidence. He picks it up, gets caught between his feet, and he just digs across out from the byline. Unbelievable across the far post. Good defending, puts Mandzukic off.
Croatia are heading through if it stays like this. Half an hour away, a little bit more. Another Argentine substitution. Toto Salvio is the man who has gone off, and Christian Pavon, the winger from Boca Juniors, has come on, the man who's linked with a move to Arsenal in January. Came on for a quarter of an hour against Iceland. Rebic needs a bit of treatment out there for Croatia.
It's a goal again. What a great finish. I know Caballero's had a nightmare, but what a finish that is. That could have ended up anywhere. It was a hard skill out.
Caballero turned and smashed the turf with his goalkeeping gloves, and his coach just turned away in utter dismay. Rebic has been substituted by Croatia. This is sensible, I think. He scored his goal, but he has had his angry moments, he has had his caution, and he's been replaced by Kramaric. Andrej Kramaric has come on for him, and Croatia have this corner kick now on their left-hand side. Modric takes it, Caballero comes and punches it away, and it'll be launched long down the Croatian right, and away it goes for a throw-in then to Argentina. Let's go to the excellent Jonathan Overend for an update in the cricket.
226 for 2, England. We've had 34 overs, so it's a little bit more interesting as a contest than it was half an hour or so ago, Jonathan. Roy out for 101, Bairstow for 79, Hales is there on 19. Remember his big innings from Nottingham 2 days ago. Joe Root, the Test captain, is with him on 27. They need 311, so from here, that's 5.3 and over. Should be well within this England side's capabilities.
What a series it's been for them against Australia. Croatia have a throw in here, far side from us. They're left on the halfway line, shouldn't have been. He's stolen 2 or 3 yards there, Strinic. You know, the writing was on the wall for Argentina. I think when there's a foul there by Mandzukic. He's got to watch it, Mandzukic. He's left a foot in on Mesa. They played Spain in a friendly. Caballero waited so long to get into this, but he had a nightmare, came off the bench, conceded 5. But their tactics were wrong that day. The way they tried to play here today, again, the tactics haven't come off for them. It's been a disjointed 2 years for Argentina.
You've got to play to your strengths, Jonathan, and he doesn't. That's why he's got not many problems. Doesn't know whether to play a 4-3, 5 in midfield, 1 up front, 4-3-3. He doesn't know what he just can't work it out. He's got that many talented players going forward, so play to your strengths. Why is Dybala not playing?
Why wasn't Icardi in this squad?
There you go.
Serie A top scorer left out. They weren't helped by the injury to Romero. I don't think Willy Caballero will be a starting goalkeeper. But Sampaoli may well be out of a job before their plane leaves Russia. And it'll be leaving fairly soon on the evidence of this. A back pass to Tagliafico, got him under pressure. He simply squirted out of play for a Croatian throw. On the right-hand side, they are looking so confident. Ooh, are England as confident in the cricket? Overs.
Yes, Joe Root is out. Clean bowled by the left-arm spin of Ashton Agar. He's gone for 27. The floodlights are shining down. There's plenty of evening sunshine, but the full house here at the Riverside may be shuffling towards the edge of their seats a little, because this is maybe getting a little too tight from an England point of view. They still are in control, you would say. 2-8 for 3.
Thanks very much. Back with you when the next wicket goes. If it goes, here's Caballero coming out of his 6-yard area to pick the ball up. Diego Maradona, we're seeing in the touchline, blinged up, loads of gold, loads of diamonds, but a perplexed look on his face.
I think what he's been, I don't know what he's been eating, but it looks more like Diego Maradona kebab.
It's a throw to Croatia on their left. It'll be taken by Strinic. Here's Higuain, his first touch. Big, burly line leader. Did well, rolls it away towards the left-hand side. Acuna just crosses the halfway line. Side puts it back to Mascherano. Could this be his last ever? It was a sloppy ball away to the left, took a deflection.
To be fair, Jonathan, if you're calling up people like Mascherano to play centre mid as well, I can understand him playing a sweep at 3 at the back or in a back 4. That's where he played a lot at Barcelona. I read the game well, but when he's actually playing as a centre midfield player and you're expecting him to get around the park, make tackles, It's probably 2-3 years too late for that.
Well, we could see it Barcelona earlier this season. His legs are gone, really. That's why he went out to China, £5.5 million. But he played in 14 of their qualifiers. Now they've got a chance to run. Messi, 3 Croatian players around him. Did well, Messi did really well. Higuain back to goal. Can he release it to the right-hand side here now? And they get the cross in, looking for Messi on the edge of the 6-yard area. And it's cleared away.
How many times have you mentioned Messi tonight on a run like that? Not a lot. And that's what they need, Argentina, but they can't get the ball to him.
Pavon was the man with the low cross. Playing away on that right-hand side. Right wing. Savio was nominally the right wing back, but never really played there. Oh, Mascherano misjudged the pass, failed to control it, but managed to somehow get possession back again, up to Acuna, left-hand touchline. He's gone beyond his man, and across comes Lovren, who's looked assured throughout, really. Throw for Argentina. They can't create anything with it. Will they do now? Mascherano back to Messi, edge of the D. Feints goes to his left-hand side, trying to take on another Croatian, and another. Wriggles into the box. In the end, he was outnumbered, and Brozovic did well, and Croatia cleared away towards the halfway line. And I think when he has had the ball this season, at this competition, he has maybe tried to do a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he's not getting a lot of help, so he's got to do it by himself, and that's where, every time you look at him, he looks, he just looks like he doesn't want to be here, let's be honest. Too much. There's too much on him. He's carrying this team, and I think it's just got to him. But you're playing against a midfield here who are probably, them 3 in midfield for Croatia, are probably if you can argue that they're the best 3 in this World Cup.
He's under Perez for Argentina, trailing Croatia by a goal to 0. It would be Croatia's second victory, and they would be through. And they have possession. Argentina have possession now. Perez with a run. Higuain's got in behind, pulls it back, and it's missed somehow, and Messi couldn't stab it in, because I think it's Rakitic who's gone down at the foot of his post to deny, and that's Argentina's best chance has come and gone.
Yeah, it is. Higuain, a little ball, pulls it back, and you've got to score. These are the chances. Look, it's a great pull back. Got to finish. It's got to go in the goal, and Rakitic does a brilliant job to put Messi off.
Messi arrived and couldn't get it home. Neither could Messi. In comes the corner kick, looking for Otamendi. Rose the highest, but headed it way, way over the bar.
And they've got nothing to lose, Argentina, now. They might as well go for it, and if they're going to lose 2, they'll lose 2, but they should score from that last chance. I mean, it was a wonderful move. Higuain, Messi comes in, falls to Messi, but Rakitic just gets it away from Messi. And look at Maradona and everybody. Can't believe what they're seeing.
I cannot believe Aguero's not on the field of play. I know we've mentioned it before, but he's not there with, some 16 minutes to go.
It's only 64 gone. It's 26 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, what did I say, 16? That's maths for you. Never was my strong point. Messi, that's his strong point, being able to turn and play a wonderful ball away towards the right. Was Pavon caught there by Vida?
It's got to be a corner if it's not a free kick.
Well, you could see by the movement of the ball that Vida got something on it. Let's have a look from the replay.
Yeah, got it right. Good tackle. Very good tackle. Plays it off him. And the referee got it right. You can whistle and boo, but he got it right.
2 centre-backs have been very sound. Again, Paoli is off on his travels, the Argentine coach, wandering around the technical area. And Sukic has gone down, holding the back of his head. Otamendi came up.
I don't think that's a foul. I know Otamendi does jump in a lot, but I think he's just got up early and he's headed it. I don't think that was a foul at all.
Croatia, far side. Andre Kramaric throws it back to Rakitic, cuts a brilliant ball right across the penalty area to Vesalico. Into the near post is Mandzukic. He finds the side netting, and it should have been 2.
Well, he's asking for a corner now. The coach is saying to them, get back into shape, but great ball by Rakitic, wasn't it? Across the box. And it's a really well-worked chance, and just hits the side net.
If Defender did well, putting him under pressure, Tagliafico, but it should have been 2. Argentina will be left with 1 point. Don't forget, Iceland play Nigeria tomorrow. If Iceland win that game, they will have 4 points. Argentina could match that. It'll then go to goal difference. But they are teetering on the brink. Mascherano was fouled by Modric. It's a free kick here to Argentina.
66.5 minutes gone.
They failed to win their opening game in a World Cup tournament for the first time since losing to Cameroon in 1990. And there's a free kick as Acuna goes down writhing on the ground. It's for Salako, who gets a yellow card.
Oh, we're seeing a replay here. He's not touched.
Seen too much of this in this game.
Oh, Chris. It's terrible.
They're having a word together, a little bit of a wry smile from Salako, Atletico Madrid player, but Acuna got him booked there. There's possession now, chunky midfield player for Argentina. Enzo Perez goes down. Now Modric is blocked off by Mascherano. Play on, Rakitic to the left-hand side, halfway line, 1-0 Argentina. Strinic
Offside.
moved forward, offside against Kramaric.
Modric still down.
Was it an innocent block by Mascherano? Was it quite cynical? Let's have another look. Cynical.
Yeah.
Took him out.
I had a feeling it was.
That's the shout from Chris Waddle, because he's seen a talented player come on the field of play. Paulo Dybala, creative, mercurial, yes, can be disappointing at times, but he's got such ability, and he's come on to replace Enzo Perez. Here's Lionel Messi. He's picking up the ball inside the centre circle, almost on the halfway line, desperate to influence the game. The referee influenced the game there because he got in the way of Christian Pavon. It's back inside the Argentine half again. Here's Dybala. Foul. Rakitic just tapped his ankle. Acknowledge to that fact.
He got a yell in the first game.
Little early, just a little early one there.
Yeah. Welcome to the game. One down, a little couple of studs down the back of the Achilles.
Sampaoli picked him in his first game, but he wasn't very good in that game. Dybala hasn't played for Argentina since November, but they haven't played many games. That's one of the things. Best scoring season, 26 goals in Serie A. Dybala, can he make the difference? Modric under pressure, got a fantastic ball away diagonally out to Kramaric on the far side. Kramaric pulls it back to the edge of the penalty area, looking for Mandzukic, and it's just lifted away by Tagliafico. Appeals for handball against Mandzukic. And now it's lobbed away inside the Croatian half, far side from us. Strinic down the line. Kramaric. Ricardo goes across to meet him. Kramaric drops his shoulder, goes inside Mascherano. Referee's playing, or Mascherano's left something in there on Kramaric, but not enough to see Kramaric riding like he was. He's up, he's walking, he's fine. He writhed, he rolled, he looked at the referee, he knew he wasn't getting anything, so he simply got up.
Well, this is the modern game, Jonathan, unfortunately, and the only people who cut it out is FIFA, UEFA, your federation, your managers, your coaches.
It's a game that's let the World Cup down. It's 1-0 to Croatia. Another 1-0. It would be an 11th in this tournament. There were 8 in the whole of World Cup 14.
There's 20 minutes left.
It's Tagliafico. Back wide to him. The run by Pavon down the lane. He's come to the left-hand side, guarded by Mandzukic. Goodness me, he's worked hard. Up front, right-hand side. He played on the right-hand side of the attack in one of the qualifiers. Plays wide for his club, of course. Now Mascherano to Mercado. Argentina trying to build slowly at 1-0 down. Messi Lifts the ball into the box, looking for Higuain. Breaks away to Dybala. Bends the shot. Over the bar it goes. But at least it was an effort. At least it was positive.
He should have been playing from the start. He's got a great left foot. Makes space. You know, it's not... It would help Messi to play with somebody of that ability.
(1-0) to Croatia. Not far away now. They have 6 points. Argentina and Iceland 1, and Nigeria without a point. They play tomorrow. There's another wicket at the cricket, Jonathan.
And it's the England captain, Owen Morgan, out for 15. A little bit of a controversial one. England 2-4-4 for 4 because he was caught behind. It was given immediately out by the umpire, but Morgan stood his ground and decided to challenge. So you've had a World Cup of VAR. We had the snickometer brought into things here, and even though he stood his ground, it showed he had nicked the ball. So Morgan's got to go, and England are now 4 wickets down, chasing 311 to win, 244 for 4 in the 33rd.
Thanks very much, Jonathan Overham. 5 live from the BBC at World Cup FIFA 2018. Croatia lead against Argentina 1-0 in Nizhny Novgorod, where they used to make the submarine parts and the munitions parts in days gone by. It was closed to foreigners for years and years. And Mandzukic has bundled over Mascherano and ragdolled him and has the ball on the edge of the penalty. Looks for Rakitic. It wasn't a good pass, and though Kramaric chases off after it, gets in front of Caballero. Shouldn't have done. Argentina can't defend, they're all dithery. Here's Strinic left-hand side. He shouldn't have got anywhere near the ball, Kramaric. Eventually they got it away, and Strinic has left the foot in on Messi, who angrily pushes him away. He's bumped by Messi.
It is a foul. And then he falls on top of him.
Dybala made a difference, certainly. Steps inside Vida. And also Brozovic plays backward of square. Acuna whips in a left foot cross. Higuain's on the far side of the penalty area. I don't think Argentina need him out there. They need him in the box, but it's a throw in anyway. So Argentina go left. The Christian Pavon of Boca Juniors, who won the title this year. Looks for Acuna. Hasn't really done enough here. Didn't play in the first game. He's done well now on the left-hand touchline. Gets back in from Perisic. Across though, because he didn't look up. Didn't see where his strikers were. Was aimed far too long.
That is just a right foot swing at it, wasn't it? He got pushed back onto his right. He just thought, I'll put it in the boxes. No, it was overhit. It's gone out for a goal kick. Argentina fans now whistling, look fed up, a bit like Messi does.
Well, they've gone really attacking Argentina. They've had to. Higuain on, Dybala on, Pavon on, but Aguero. Yes, you can understand Salvio and Perez going off, but Aguero going off. When he went off so early in the second half, absolutely staggering. It's almost a resignation letter from the coach.
Well, yeah, well, it is. And it'll be interesting to see if they lose this game, which it looks like they will, what they'll do after this game. Never mind wait till the end of the tournament.
Rakitic with another poor ball by Otamendi, who's gone in, won it, but bumped into Rakitic, who stayed down. Croatia go towards the left-hand side. Kramaric running against his man. Mercado got squared up against the runner and blocked him off, and the referee's given nothing. Again, the Croatian player went down far too easily, and they have got Rakitic still down inside the centre circle. And the referee, who I think he's had a very difficult night, they've made it difficult for him, but he's been a little bit out of his depth. Here's Messi, far side, between the penalty box and the far side, cuts it back to Paulo Dybala. Has a look, who's in support? Mascherano. Croatia calling the referee, who's with Argentina now on the attack, has finally stopped it to allow treatment for the Croatian player. Now if he was going to stop it, he should have stopped it 20 seconds beforehand. And Mascherano's not helping things by going over to try and pick Rakitic up.
Well, it's up to the referee's discretion now. If he thought he's lying there, he's not moving, it's his decision. No, the players can argue with each other. Now we'll see what's happened. He's just basically got winded if we look at it.
Yeah.
So Argentina's probably thinking, well, it's a collision. He's all right. He's just winded. So they wanted to play on, but the referee made the decision to stop it.
But why stop it when he did? That's the perplexing thing. Is that there's anger out there now. Messer pointing a finger at Mandzukic.
Yep.
There's bitterness, frustration in the Argentine camp. I thought it should have been a foul on Rakitic.
I think,
wasn't given.
Well, Rakitic is not. He's not normally a player who rolls around the ground, I've got to say. He's normally one who gets on with it.
They used 3 coaches in qualifying Argentina, 45 players. Team never unchanged, not settled. This is a team that has been out of the group 11 of their last 12 World Cups.
It's one of the poorest Argentinian sides I've seen.
They have possession inside their own half. Tagliafico with it. Time is growing short for them now. Boomed up by Mercado down there. There's no quality on that pass at all. Simply launched. Dybala was wide on the right-hand side, but he had no chance. So throws for Argentina. Mascherano back to the taker. Slipped to the centre circle. Otamendi brings it forward. 3-4 paces. Rolls a pass then to Tagliafico. Comes through to Acuna on the edge of the penalty area. Lovren steps out, got a deflection. Perisic lobs it away for a throw. Pavon wants to take it, gives it instead to Acuna. Here's Higuain, lovely flick, deftly done. Pavon on the chase, taking on Lovren. Well-timed challenge, corner ball.
Done well, Lovren, tonight, hasn't he? He's read the game well. He's had a couple of moments, I suppose, to keep a mix up, but he's read it very, very well. 12 minutes.
Croatia were warming up Kovacic, weren't they, a while back? He didn't come on, did he?
No, he didn't come on.
Here's Pavon. In comes the corner kick. Just glanced away inside that penalty area. Strinic got a touch on it. Back in the box it goes from Acuna. Here's Mandzukic again. Diving to head it away to the right-hand touchline.
He's been excellent for the team, hasn't he? He works his socks off.
Do you know, he never complains with that role in Juventus. He gets on with it.
Yeah, he's one of the
play
players.
through the middle,
yeah.
but he has to play wider for his club.
Go on, run.
Here's Perisic to run Acuna, who parked his body between the opponent and the ball. Did well, was clipped by Perisic, and it's a free kick to Argentina.
So he does the right thing though, he apologises, so that makes it, referee thinks, all right, it's just an accident. No yelling.
Javier Mascherano in possession for Argentina. Out to Dybala, left-hand touchline as Croatia will see it. To the edge of the penalty area, lifts the cross too near Subasic.
One in the box, though. Jonathan, there's one in the box.
Perisic up to Mandzukic, trying to draw a foul.
He was going to blow.
Well, Mandzukic looks at the referee and said, why didn't you blow? Otamendi was leaning on him. The reason Mandzukic plays wide for his club Juventus is because Higuain plays through the middle. Higuain as a substitute now for Argentina on 5 Live. 1-0 Croatia lead, they would be through. Here's Rakitic. Oh, brilliantly done. Oh, superbly done. Row 1 challenge, flicked it away from Otamendi. Gets a return from Kramaric. This will be a brilliant goal. Drove it in low. Mercado slithered, got something on it. Thought it might have been a hand, but it wasn't. Lovely move. Brilliant play by Rakitic. Here come Argentina, given away so cheaply. Krosovic. And Kramaric away on that left-hand side. Mandzukic plodding through the middle. Argentina look weary. Here's Luka Modric. Dances one side, comes back to his right side. Brilliant shot, brilliant goal, brilliant player. Brilliant moment for Croatia. They're heading through. They lead Argentina by 2-0. He's a special player. That's a special goal.
Well, you just summed them up, really. I don't know what else I can say and add to that. He is a top drawer. Their midfield is absolutely outstanding. And I'm looking at Messi, and he looks absolutely fed up. Get me off that pitch. And this performance by Croatia, all right, it's not been a classic, but when you've got 3 players in midfield, especially Modric and Rakitic, you've got a chance of winning any football match. That was just quality by Modric. Goes left, goes right, goes left again, and then he bends it around Caballero. Caballero could have done a bit better. 20 yards, 25 yards shot, but look at Modric, what a player. All-round midfield player.
He had work to do. He moved one way, cut back to his left foot, rolled it to his right again.
I didn't see it. The goalie didn't see it. He's blocked off, look, by the defender. Look, he has to bend it round. Oh, what a... It's just inside the post. Keeper's unsighted, dives late, can't get near it. Fingertips maybe. Quality goal.
Well, he was a goal creator in their qualifying campaign. 18 chances he created. He's a goal taker here. One from the spot against Nigeria. Thunderbolt here that's left Argentina thunderstruck. Mascherano licks his lips and looks to the football heavens. At 34, this will be it for him. Lionel Messi turns 31 next week. Will it be the end of the road on the great stage for him? And, well, they'll say if it goes on as it's going, it'll be Ronaldo's World Cup and Messi misfired on the big stage. But it's cruel to judge him on this because he has no team around him. He has possession now, and he rolls it back in towards Mascherano.
You've got 8 minutes left.
8 minutes to save your World Cup at 2-0 down.
Kovacevic is on for Perisic.
Well, they'd warmed him up for quite a while. They thought about making that change a while back to bring on the Real Madrid player, born in Austria. He's on now. The new Prosinecki, Kovacic. Another player, brilliant in the past. And it's headed away by the Croatian defence. A defence that's yet to concede. Argentina have it. Acuna slants the ball to Pavon. Pavon, one of the home-based players. Thought he'd won the throw. The referee says he has. Vasalico is holding on to the ball. Here's Acuna. Dybala. It has to start their last game.
I think it's you know what it is, John, Argentina? It's a rebuilding process. They need new players. It's a bit like Italy. All right, they've turned up, they just qualified. But if you look at this side, yes, they've got some going forward. They've got some nice players. You've got technique, but midfield, they've got nothing. The back's terrible. They need a goalkeeper. Wing backs, if you're going to play 3, you're looking at about 7-8 players. They're miles off it. How people have tipped these to win it. I know Lionel Messi's my eyes best player, but you can't carry this team. They're not good enough.
They've conceded a free kick on the far side. A few chances that have come their way, they've failed to take. In the story of qualification, in the story in recent months, is Kovacic, Mandzukic playing almost in the number 10 position, holding deep to Modric. His Rakitic rolling away from Mascherano. He was fouled by Mascherano. Otamendi comes in, slams it against Rakitic, who's on the ground. The Croatian players know it was deliberate, and they're after Otamendi here. He gets a yellow card.
Good refereeing that, you know. He pulls them away, gets yellow quick, so people stop pushing and arguing. Then maybe a few thought he should have had a red, but I think the referee's got that right.
Well, he knew what he was doing, Chris.
It's frustration, like a lot of the Argentinian players. They've been terrible, let's be honest.
Rakitic was fouled by Mascherano. He's on the ground.
That's terrible. That should be red.
And he slams it at Rakitic's head while Rakitic is on the ground.
I'll take that back. It wasn't a yellow-red decision. That's a red. That is terrible, that.
Had his foot followed through an inch more, he would have kicked Rakitic in the head. Otamendi is yellow carded. He's had a brilliant season with Manchester City. All the City fans listening tonight will know that. They don't need me to tell you that. Been absolutely sensational. Such an improved player under Pep Guardiola. But here, I'm afraid, for Argentina, he and the rest of his teammates have been found wanting, and they've conceded a free kick now.
It's a pity VAR can't look at things like that, because that's red.
They can.
They can?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's red.
If they think the referee's made a clear and obvious error and it was violent conduct, they can. But he hasn't. They haven't told him that he needs to check it. It would be a subjective decision. He'd have to look at the screen, and any second now he's going to blow his whistle. Will be underway again, and he won't go back to it. And Rakitic, who's been absolutely excellent, will take this free kick for Croatia. A bad defeat for Argentina could turn into a humiliating one. Rakitic with a free kick, thunders against the bar, and the header flies over from the substitute to Kramaric.
What a free kick that was. What is that, 20, nearly 30 yards, hasn't it? Oh, wow, goalie run. Wow, technique, the wall jumps, he gets it up and over. It's dipping all the time. It's going right in the top corner. Oh, would have went right in the top corner. Hits the bar and comes away.
Would have been one of the best free kick goals in this competition.
Foul.
There's a foul again. It's Acuna. Going to be a yellow. They're beginning to rack them up now.
Yeah, and it's no good. They've got a game to go. They've still got a chance, depending on the result of the other game, obviously.
Jonathan Overhead has more for the cricket.
Into the final 10 overs of the England run chase here in Durham. They're 270 for 4 in the 41st. Hales has 27, Butler has 20, so needing only around about 4 and over now, England, with these 6 wickets in hand.
The Croatian fans are celebrating here, and we're seeing a picture of Sergio Aguero, who looks as if his world's coming to at the end. He just looks crestfallen. Substituted early in the second half when they needed goals. It's a staggering decision. One of the worst, unless he's injured, which I don't believe he is from looking at him, because he looks so angry. It's one of the most staggering decisions in World Cup history.
Yep, go with that. Especially when you're chasing the game. And taking off a top-class goal scorer.
Outrageous. Tomorrow on 5 Live, we have 3 games for you, kicking off with Brazil against Costa Rica, but don't forget, in this group, absolutely crucial, Iceland against Nigeria. Argentina will have to hope that's a draw. Really, if Iceland win, go to 4 points. Can't see Argentina stay, eh?
And it goes to goal difference after that. If they beat Nigeria.
Nigeria capable of beating Iceland?
I'll go Iceland.
Wonderful support. All the supporters here, by the way, whatever nation they support, are doing the Iceland thunderclap thing, which is great to see.
Yep.
And here, and the supporters are here from all over the world in their fancy dress, and they're mingling together. All the scare, horror stories we heard about beforehand. We've been welcomed wherever we've been.
That's gone off down here, by the way. There's something gone off with Mandzukic.
He's still having words
with Acuna.
It's Kramaric attacking the penalty area, breezes beyond Mikado, pulls it back, looks for Mandzukic, couldn't finish, hit Acuna, Modric follows up, drags the shot wide.
Kramaric, he's been excellent since he came on, hasn't he? Down that left-hand side, he's had a lot of time and space.
This was an Argentine dynasty set up with the under-20 World Cup winning side of 2005, again in 2007. A lot of the players have come through those under-20 teams, and they're coming to the end here. Otamendi, Mascherano, Messi, perhaps.
It's different, though, you know, 20s, 18s, 17s. People develop so much from 19, 20 to 22, 23, and some don't even make the first team at international level.
They've been together a long way. They've covered a long, long road to Copa finals when they were beaten on penalties by Chile. World Cup final. Here's Mascherano, right foot, bending ball up towards Leo Messi. Tries to spin, nutmegs his man. Dybala rise, goes beyond Vida, breezes beyond Lovren, and Vida got back in to block the shot. Great spirit in the Croatian camp.
Brilliant defending, absolutely brilliant. Dybala did ever so well, didn't he? Create space for himself. 4 minutes.
4 minutes of stoppage time. The cross is bent out, the corner kick, and it's lashed away by Kramaric again. He's off chasing after it, Willy Caballero. Anything can happen in the next 10 seconds. Lobs it high. And out comes Lovren with the claim. Modric rolls forward. Will they go for goal? Kramaric into Rakitic. He's got support from Kovacic on that left-hand side. Rakitic plants a shot. Caballero, brilliant save. Comes back out of Kovacic to Rakitic. It's 3. Argentina simply stopped. They stopped because they know it's the end of time for them. Very, very nearly now. The end of an era, perhaps. But this could be an exciting era opening for Croatia. There are tears amongst Argentine fans who've travelled such a long way. And it's absolutely tears of delirium for Croatia. We have a VAR check for possible offside. But Croatia, at the moment on the scoreboard, are 3-0 up.
Well, I've got to say, games are won in certain departments. In Croatia's midfield are just top draw. And I know this is a bad Argentine side. But Rakitic, Modric in particular have been absolutely outstanding. And they just can't cope with them. They haven't got the legs. I can't see where unless he shoots and he's offside. It's going to be tight, isn't it? We'll wait and see. I think he's given the goal to me.
Well, Rakitic shot. It looked as if Kramaric was standing in offside position when he shot. It comes back off Caballero. And it's rolled then back into Rakitic's feet by Kovacic.
I think he's given it.
And he slots it beyond the defender on the line. Lionel Messi looks a tormented soul, baffled by what has happened here in the 2 games.
I think he'll retire from international football after this tournament. I do. I think the pressure is just too much on a player who is a world-class superstar, and he is. But he cannot carry this team. I'm sorry. They are not good enough for him to carry.
The goal is given. Croatia 3-0 up against Argentina with 90 seconds of stoppage time to go. And I would say we don't have to pick an official man of the match. Chris, but Rakitic must be close in. If you had
Modric, I would split it. Give them one each. Absolutely top draw, them two. Absolutely brilliant. Watch out, look, gets his under the cap.
He's on. Special moment for the former Tottenham player, Edrin Chorluka. 100 internationals and very popular in Russia. He's a Lokomotiv Moscow player, and he has a Matrushka doll's tattoo on his leg. It's a yellow card though.
Was it for Lovren? Was it?
It wasn't Chorluka, I don't think. We've seen too many yellow cards.
Come on for Mandzukic, didn't he?
He did.
So there's a yellow card. Definitely got it out of his pocket. I saw it. So we'll have to see on that.
It's a poor ball bent forward. And well, it's just going to be trouble for the Argentine player because Subasic has dropped on it, collected it. I think he's made a meal. I think there was a little bit of contact as Tagliafico came forward. Let's see from the replay. He's got the goal. He's got it in his hands. Didn't need to make the challenge, but there's nothing in it.
Brozovic got yellow. He's been outstanding as well.
He misses the next game. Brozovic.
No, he didn't need that, especially at the end of the game when you're cruising 3-0 up. You don't need it. They'll miss him.
But they're through. Is it? You want him to get the yellow card and get the suspension now out of the way at a meaningless.